Welcome to Phoenix Craft. I'm Wendy and today Janice and I have been playing with Tim Holtz amazing Distress Oxide inks. Wow, these are just incredible. We're going to do a little sample today just because we haven't done a demonstration video yet. So the colours that I've chosen are the Distressed Oxide, Fossilized Amber, Peel Paint and Fired Brick. So when you do this technique you're going to need a craft mat. You're going to need a spritz bottle with some water in it, your piece of card and a heat gun. So not a lot of tools really, plus the ink pads. I'm just going to do a couple of lines on my craft sheet.
Sounds like doing drugs.
No, this is a drug. So just put a few lines on. Don't mix, don't run one stamp pad over the other. Just spray a little bit of water onto them just to get them to start the oxide process. You can see all the little bubbles coming up there. And I like to let them sit just for a second or so, just so that it all has a chance to kind of blend in. Then I'm going to take my piece of card, just going to put it down, and I'm just going to kind of do a little swirling motion and look at those colours. So I can let them move around a bit on the card. And then what I'll do is lay it down and I'll dry it. So I'm not going to talk while the heat gun's going because you won't be able to hear me. So watch paint dry. So that's my first layer. Now I've got all these beautiful bits and pieces still on my board, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to kind of just pick up bits in areas where I think I could do with a bit more colour. Just going to press it down. I'm going to get some yellow down into there. And we'll do a bit more green and a bit more of the red. Ooh, look at that. Right, once again we're going to dry, so very hard for me not to talk. Yum! So cool. So you can stop any time when you like with this. When you get something that you're really impressed with, just stop basically. But I'm still going to add some more bits in here because I've got some quite large areas of one colour. So I've got a really nice little dotty area here in the yellow, pressing it down. We'll go over here and get some more of these ones. Ooh, look at that. That's pretty. And I find like if you can get the heat gun on it really, really fast, when you put the little dots on, then they actually hold their shape. If you let it sink in a little bit more, then they spread out. And I think it also depends on how dry you've got your base card before you put the next bit in. Ooh, look, I think I might dry it again now, just to hold that in place. Okay, I've still got some white areas up here that I don't really want in there. Although you don't need to worry about bits that are on the edge because often when you mount it onto a card you're going to trim it down anyway. Ooh, yum, look now. Isn't that pretty?
Very nice.
I'm just about at stop stage I think. Just some more yellow into there. Ooh, yum. And maybe try some yellow into there. And then maybe a little bit more red. I'll just get up there on the mat. Oh, yum. Okay, I'm done. Dry it off. Look at that. I'm very happy with that. So once it's at that point, you can die cut pieces out of it. Any of the bits that you don't like, which I haven't found many that I don't like. Cut a butterfly out, cut stars out, cut embellishments of any kind out of it, dragonflies, etc., and layer them onto your cards. We've got bits and pieces of samples. Janice and I had a play with it on black cardstock, on white cardstock, and then on craft. So those are my samples. These are Janice's samples below that. So you can see how she gets these beautiful little dots. I'm working on that. Here's just an example. We've just laid some of the little mini cats and dogs stamps. I love those. I've just coloured them with distress inks, and then just add a bit of chipboard, throw those on, mat it up on card. There's another one. Janice did this beautiful sample. She didn't like it, so she stamped a butterfly on it, cut it out, and put a bit of chipboard behind it, mat it up, and you're good to go. We did experiment with a few different cards, like we did the Ultimate Craft cardstock. It worked beautifully. Some of the cards are quite sucky, so you have to kind of do a lot more layers on them. There's 12 colours in these. We've got our fingers crossed that there's going to be more colours coming, but like I've got 6 of them already, and I think the other 6 are on my shopping list, Janice. We also did the manila tags. They worked out beautifully with it as well. Did you want me to do a sample on that, Janice? Of the
yes, you
manila
can, if you
tags?
like.
I'll just get a handy towel and clean up my work surface, and then we'll do a manila tag very quickly. I might try 3 different colours, just while Janice is showing you all the samples there. Now, we'll do pistachio and denim, and let's do a bit of brown on this one. Pop it aside. Okay, so I've chosen these 3 this time. So I've got cracked pistachio, faded jeans, and vintage photo. This time I'm just going to do like a little swirl because my tag is in a very big area. Going for a bit of a patina look here. Once again, take your spray bottle, spray some water onto them, and you can see them starting to kind of separate there. Take your manila tag, and then we're just going to go like so. Ooh, yum. I found the cards surface that's slightly shiny seems to work a little bit better. So we're just going to dry that. Oh, I actually might pick a little bit more up down in that bottom corner there. We'll just get into a bit of green and some brown up there. Just to hide. Oh, it's starting to look awesome. You can already see the patina colours, don't you love them? I'm so into those colours right now. That's awesome.
It's gorgeous.
Okay, we'll pick up some more. Oh, yeah, on the website too, the samples that we've got here, Janice is going to put up the photos of what we put together, the colours that we put together. But we haven't found any colours yet that we put together that we don't like. They all seem to mix really, really well. So we took progressive photos as we did the samples. Also, if you run out of ink on your board, you can just put down some more colour. Oh, I like those little dots. Let's get the heat gun quickly on those. There's some nice dark ones over here. I'll see if we can grab those ones. They're a bit, they were a bit wetter, so you get more of a blob when you push down. I see some up here. Let's have a go and see if we can get some of those onto that area. Just lightly tap. No, they're still a bit wet. You can see the depth. You can just keep working it. You know, there's no hurry. Just keep playing and putting the ink on. Add more to your board. Let's get some more browns into there. So I'm not pushing down really hard so that I don't get too much on there. You can also blot little areas as you go. This takes a little bit of the colour off. So you get like a dark outline and then a light bit in the middle. Told you I can't stop talking. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that, but as I said, you can keep working it. You can then come in and ink around the edges with your distress ink, just to give it that real framework. There's some tags here, I think Janice, you've already been across the top of those, just to show them made into a partial card. Not quite finished yet, but work in progress. So these inks are just amazing. I just want all the colours, and I can see book covers and canvases and all sorts done with them. I just love them to bits. So I think he's on to a real winner here, is Timmy. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you soon.